Hey everyone, I've been working with my transmitters and receivers since I've been setting up my two-wheel drive ZD Racing Thunder SC10 short course truck. So I converted that into a two-wheel drive. You can check out my other video for a breakdown on how I did that. But now I'm planning to throw a gyro receiver in there, just because I'm going down to a two-wheel drive. I figured it could use some extra stability. So we'll see how that works out. But today, aside from going over how to set up the receiver and swapping it out in that vehicle, I'm also going to show you how to do multi-bind, or show you how the DumboRC transmitter can bind to multiple RC cars. The only drawback of that is that this does not have memory, so that you can't save your trim settings like throttle and steering. So every time you do power on each car, you do need to reset that for that car, but not a problem because this is a great budget RC transmitter, and it applies to all of them, no matter if it's a 4-channel, 5-channel, or 6-channel like this one. You can bind to multiple RC or multiple receivers. And by memory, I mean like the FlySky GT3 C that I use, and any of the higher scale ones that you see a digital screen on, those typically have a memory capability and combined. My FlySky can bind up to 10 and keep memory of 10 vehicles or 10 receivers. I did hear that this does not have a limit, which is interesting. I have no need to test that out, but I'm going to show you it on 3 vehicles today. So to get started, I'll go ahead and power this on. I already have it bound to 2 vehicles, my ZD Racing short course truck. And it's not brand specific aside from the brand of the transmitter and receiver that you use. Sorry, I need to get this plugged in. So my first demonstration is to show you that I have this bound to this car. So transmitter's on, car's on. You can see it's powered on. We got the steering. I'll go backwards so you can see. Yep, it's on. Someone commented, and thank you for that. Channel 6 is the dial to adjust the sensitivity on the gyro. But anyways, car 1, you can see, is programmed. Now we'll look at car 2. Okay, and you can see I have my steering and throttle. Okay, so that's already 2 vehicles. Power this off, and I'll shut this off for now. And here is another look at the receiver. It's a DumboRC X6FG. G indicates gyro inside, as it says. Supports up to 6 channels. You can hook up as many different auxiliaries as you want. A lot of people will use it for lights. I use them as lights too. The cool thing is the transmitter has switches. So this is actually my only, so I'm going to explain why I'm binding to this guy. And the main reason why I'm binding my gyro receivers to one transmitter is because I only have one 6-channel DumboRC transmitter, and from what I've read, you do need the sixth channel to program your gyro sensitivity. So I know that that's something I might play around with, so I wanted to be able to do so. Here is the standard 4 channel that comes with the ZD Racing and a lot of, the budget RC cars. This is a great transmitter, nothing wrong with it. If you don't need 6 channels, there's no need to switch it up. So I use this on a lot of my other non-gyro capable or builds. So there's nothing wrong with this, it's great. Another awesome feature about these that I just recently found out is that there is, if you see that connector port right there, sorry, it's a bad shot. There's that little black hole in the corner. That is a connector for a JST, so you can actually run a rechargeable battery pack in these. And you might hear me complain all the time about the Fly Sky budgets that use 8 AA's. I think that's ridiculous. But here's a shot of the power pack I'm using. So JST connection, I can squeeze 1,000 milliamp. The cool thing is the WL Toys A series batteries fit in here, but very tightly. You can slide it on, but it'll bulge. So that's an option too. But that's basically why I'm using it for channel 6 gyro adjustability. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Again, this is the ZD Racing Thunder SC10. This is the one I converted to 2-wheel drive, and you'll see the front wheels spin freely. So that was because I was heavily considering the Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive, but did not want to spend the $200 on the kit, which is the one I would have purchased. When I bought this second ZD Racing for $130 or $140, which is already brushless. The motor mounting position is forward in front of the rear axle versus the Slash, which the motor is behind, and I hear those things just wheelie all day, especially if you go brushless, which I will, or I would. So I'm gonna try this out. I think this will be a lot of fun. I actually think it'll handle pretty well. It already handles great stock 4-wheel drive as it is. This is just for fun. I wanted to note that I'm strictly doing this just for fun. This is a build. There's nothing wrong with the stock car itself, and I have no complaints with it. The only thing I've read or heard is that the diffs, the front and rear differentials, which are the same, can be weak and do fail. But that is a common issue for all electric RC cars, number one. Number two, I have not had that issue. I did order spare differentials to be prepared for that, but I rip hard on my black and red one that you've seen videos on, and have not had any issues in the many packs of batteries I've gone through. So this, again, 2-wheel drive conversion just for fun. I thought it can use a gyro addition to go with the 2-wheel drive to kind of keep it tame and controllable. But for this vehicle, installing the gyro will apply and be the same for all vehicles. Accessing your receiver is different for each vehicle. So for the ZD Racing Thunder SC10, it is this box on top, and there's 3 screws which I've gone ahead and taken out. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and you'll see the factory one in there, which is they rebrand it, so they take off the DumboRC, but it's an X6F without the G, but it's the same receiver or same design. And I'll pull this out so it's not taped, and you give a good look at it. And the key thing to note is this button right there. So that's the button that you use to bind. It's nice, you don't have to carry a plug around like the Fly Skies. So let me show you firsthand if you've never dealt with any of these. Channel 1 will typically be your steering, so that 3 plug is the orange, red, and brown is the steering servo plug, and then the ESC plug is the white, red, and black. And if you ever get confused about the orientation of the wires, that's signal, positive, negative. So your positive will always be in the middle and your ground will always be on the right. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. And I put a double-sided gel stick to keep it in place, especially if it's a gyro receiver. You do want it mounted so that when the car's bouncing around, it's not going to cause your steering to go crazy. But for the purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in first. Okay, and I'll show you. So channel 1 will be at the top, signal wire on the left, ground on the right, and then my ESC. Sorry for the bad shot. Okay, my ESC is in there, and then I can go ahead and pull this one out. Get this old one out of the way. There we go. So now that you see, I have everything plugged into the X6FG. First thing we'll do is bind it to the radio. And great thing is, shoot, I need to get a battery, so give me a second. Let me grab a battery. Hey everyone, sorry about that cut. Got the battery plugged in. So what we're doing is we're gonna bind the 6-channel receiver to the new gyro. 6-channel transmitter to the new gyro receiver on the ZD Racing SC10. The first thing you'll do is power on your transmitter, and then you'll power on your car. You'll need a toothpick or any needle, and if you're in a pinch, even a body clip will work. But you're basically gonna, this is the button that I showed you guys earlier. You're gonna go ahead and push that down for 3 seconds, and then you let go, and now you can see it's bound. Yep. So that's how you bind. I'm gonna go in reverse. There you go, see? So that's how you bind the DumboRC receiver to a DumboRC transmitter. Next step we're gonna do is we're gonna enable the gyro feature, and with the same button, you're gonna push it down 3 times. So push and release 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you'll see it blink. And then now, yep, now it is in gyro mode. And you'll see this, channel 6. I'm gonna turn it down all the way, so has no effect. And then I'm gonna turn it up all the way, and now it's highest sensitivity, and I'll just go halfway for an idea. Okay, so very happy with this. I did think about one potential upgrade I might do, which is the steering servo. I use these KS3218 steering servos. That's the one I installed in my Traxxas Rally vehicle for stage 2 upgrade. So check that out if you want to see the servo. I'll probably leave this one alone because two-wheel drive steering's okay. I think it's fine for the stock servo, but I might do the upgrade on the four-wheel drive, and I don't throw away these parts. These servos end up going in a different car, a different build, or I repurpose them, so I do recycle the parts. But it's my main builds that I want to have a lot of fun with. Those are the ones that I do throw my more higher spec parts. But be it rest assured, everything is budget. The servo I'm talking about is probably $12, and you can find them AliExpress, Banggood. I think you can even find them on eBay. So thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. And these are one of the best budget RC transmitters. They have an amazing response time. They have an amazing range. They only take 4 AA's and have the option for a rechargeable battery pack. And here is the built-in charge port. I've been plugging that in. I can't confirm whether or not that works. I don't know what this port is for. Haven't looked it up. But amazing. There is channel 4, channel 3. So if you want to hook up lights, I'm also considering throwing some lights on here, as you've seen in my TC8. Actually, I might do that since I have it opened up. But here's a shot of the inside. But yeah, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like, and support so I can keep going. But thank you.